What is up, everybody? Welcome to your favorite show in the whole damn world, Lockout Crypt. Let's let this shit rip. I'm excited for today's show. Let's do this.
Loca vato locos, candle low. Smoke, twisted steel, ice cream truck with a devil wheel. Olympus cracks, torches spit, old guys whisper as the signal hits. Movie clips and UFOs, where it stops nobody knows. Flash, flash, something hit, whole room losing it. Don't lose grip. Something weird inside the crypt. Crypt in the current, crypt in the crypt. Twisted nip signal with a grin on its lip. One sees the signal, one's already slipped. Strange lights, strange trips, shadows start to shift. In the crypt, twisted myth signal from the mothership. Click, click, watch the whole room flip. Flash, flash. Click, click. Something weird inside the crypt. Woo.
Wait, funky song.
We made something beautiful, something rare. A show about the strange with two idiots who care. I checked the list twice like a broke-ass Santa Claus, and all I found was me just grasping at straws.
Josh wore the bunny suit, Jaffe can sneeze on command.
We gave our all and still can't fill the stand.
Text the Messiah, other shows are eating fine.
But the crypt stays crownless, like it's cursed by design. Just one little crown, one shiny little hat.
One brave bastard to say,
I'll pay for that. Your name goes right here, right in the song.
the best show on earth.
Where you belong.
The best damn show on earth. You know it, the best damn show on earth. Welcome.
Look at those little guys. Look at those little
Aren't
guys.
they
doing a
adorable?
little jig. They're very adorable. I will say this. It may just be me. On my YouTube, the sync seems off with the closed caption.
I can fix it. That's fine. It may
Not
just
a
be
big
like
deal.
lagging through my thing because it can do that.
Probably that.
I'll just
Yeah, I haven't watched the repeat. Anyway, welcome to the show. Good to see you, Josh. What's going on?
I am doing wonderful. I found a few weird things to talk about today.
Okay.
And we got a few comments, and we also got a super thanks I saw, so we'll get to that at some point.
We
That
did. It
was
was very
crazy.
generous, too.
That was crazy. I was like,
Yeah, right.
wow. You know? I think we only ever had one
I
of
went
those
out-
on
I went
Reapers,
out
so I was
already-
surprised to see one here.
Yeah, no, I went out last night and spent my money from that on booze. Lots of booze.
Good thing to do.
But it is interesting because we do get a bigger rewatch because our time is so shitty. So if you are watching and you're interested in supporting the show and having a guaranteed read and shout out on the day's next show, hit us up with the super thanks in the comments. That's all
Yeah,
I
we
have
really
to say
do
about
appreciate
that.
it. There we go. Sorry, my monitor was really weird. It was like really in front of this one. All right, I'm
That's
good.
not a problem,
I'm all
pal.
good.
It's not a problem, pal. Yeah.
Righty ho. How are we all
I
doing
have
in the
tons to talk
chat?
about,
How is everybody?
but I'm just going to let you know, yesterday I was going through the stream and I talk way too much. So I have tons to say. I have tons to talk about, but I'm going to let you drive the bus today. You drive the Crypt mobile today.
All right. Well, the first thing up, and I'm guessing I'm learning about these kind of things because you brought up that you guys do popcorn buckets, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, this isn't a popcorn bucket, Jaffe, but I don't know if you've seen this cup for a movie that has caused quite a stir and quite a lot of controversy online. But there is a cup that almost looks not like a cup and like a different item that is surfacing. And I want to show you that, and I want to talk about it. We've even got a clip of somebody reacting to it, who I would guess is some kind of celebrity, who I don't know who it is, but you probably do. Let me pull this up. I mean, it is a beautiful cup. You will guess the movie immediately. I hope you do anyway. Right, here it is. This is the cup. Right there. Now, what does that look like, guys, to you?
Wait a minute, though. Is that the actual color, or is that like a prototype?
No, that's the cup. That is what it looks like.
Okay,
that is the color.
Disgusting. That's
it's foul.
disgusting.
Yeah, here's a reaction from Nicholas Holt. I don't know if he's in the movie. Let's see what he says.
He plays Lex Luthor in Superman.
Let's see what he says. Let me make sure it's loud enough, first of all. Let me make sure I got the volume right on this app as well, because I always change my where it mixes from. We should be Chrome. We should be good.
But you get official AMC merch. I don't know if you guys have seen the viral cup.
I think I have seen the cup.
Have you seen this?
I don't like that one bit.
I need a lot of those.
I don't understand, and I don't think I want it explained.
Yeah, no.
No, you made it when you get official.
Yeah, so
I mean,
they're horrified. And, you know, they're
Rightly
paid
so.
to probably be there.
But you would think, you would question the fact that who at, I guess, Warner Brothers said this is acceptable, like this is ready, we're ready to go with this, you know. But I don't know. It's interesting in the chat, somebody says, is that Henry Cavill? I honestly can't tell the difference. Is that David Cornsweet or is that Henry Cavill? I think it's Cavill, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Could
it's
be.
Cornsweet. Okay, they kind of look alike, which I guess is the point, right?
Yeah, maybe. But doesn't it to you look like a fleshlight?
Oh, it looks like a dick.
Of sorts.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. You know, it doesn't look like a fleshlight. It looks like it look. Maybe I've been watching too much of The Pit, but it looks like a penis with like some kind of weird foreskin something happening or something.
Right. It's like it's like partially a dick. I mean, from the back, it definitely looks like a dick.
That's what I was because I mean that's where most of the color is. It's very strange, and I get that she wears the coat in the show in the movie, but come on, man,
It's
change
not
the
done
color
well.
at least. Not at all. But you know what? You're not alone. If you're Warner Brothers marketing, you could also run the risk of being, marketing over at Marvel, because this is one of their popcorn bucket drink cups for Spider-Man Brand New Day. And people are complaining that this looks like you're basically drinking soda out of a big splooge. It's supposed to be webbing. Yeah, a lot of people don't like that. They do have some good ones, right? They have like I may go to AMC simply because I want this popcorn bucket. I think it was Anna G shared some of these with me, but this one's cool, assuming that's a 3D figure. I love this one. And then there's another one that just has the popcorn bucket with his costume. So I may get that because I think it would be great in the background. But this one, though, is absolutely no fucking bueno. That's disgusting.
This is the new Tom Holland Spider. Is it?
Yeah. It's the new one coming out in a couple of, like next month into July, which I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited. The new trailer looks great. I love the costume because I'm a kid who grew up with Spider-Man before all the MCU and stuff. So I like the kind of street level. He doesn't have all the Tony Stark tech in it. It's just a guy in a costume with some powers, and he's trying to make the neighborhood a better place. So I'm excited for it, man.
Now, this will upset people, but in my humble opinion, I think he's better than Garfield. I think he's better than that other guy. I
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, that's the one. I just think Tom Holland looks more like the age and like the part and like more youthful, and he plays the role so well. For me, he is Spider-Man, and it's gonna hurt a lot of people because of nostalgia, and they grew up watching these other guys. But
Yeah.
for me, this
I think
guy's doing it. He's really
it's like
doing
Doctor Who. It's like Doctor Who, though, right? It's the one you came up with mostly. Like, I love all the Spider-Men. I can't stand the Andrew Garfield movies. They're not very good, but he's great as Spider-Man, and he was great in No Way Home as Spider-Man. I think they're all great, though. I mean, I think the Tobey Maguire movies feel more like the comics, but I think the MCU movies are more mainstream for people who aren't comic fans. But I think they're awesome. Awesome.
I am just excited to see what happens because the last thing I remember, I could be wrong, but I don't want to spoil it though. But, you know, that's the worst thing about wanting to talk about these things is, you know, you can't spoil the movies.
What are you looking to spoil? Because if it's like No Way Home,
the last movie.
Oh, people have seen. If you haven't seen No Way Home, turn down your audio for about 3 minutes, but if that,
maybe less.
But you should see it because it's great and it's really funny.
It is good. But what I remember from the very end is like all of their memories are wiped essentially, apart from obviously Peter Parker.
And probably Doctor Strange, but maybe Doctor Strange doesn't remember either. I don't remember that.
Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. But so I'm wondering how you pick up from that.
Well, yeah, if you guys don't know, there was a. It was kind of dumb because Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme. Not to get too geeky on you guys, we're not, but and so he's the biggest, most important sorcerer out there, and because Peter Parker's distracting him, he messes up the spell. It's like it's not like he's a first year, Sorcerer Supreme, but anyway, he redoes the spell at the end, and in order to make it work, he has to make everybody forget that they know who Peter Parker is and that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And so Peter Parker loses his girlfriend and his best friend, and they go off to college, and he just kind of moves into this shitty little apartment. Well, shitty little apartment for the movies. I saw they're actually going to let people stay in the apartment.
Really?
You can like Airbnb. I think you can either Airbnb or visit it like as a marketing thing. And I'm like, that's Peter Parker's apartment. He's doing pretty well living in fucking New York. He's living next door to the Friends characters. But anyway, and it's more of a grounded Spider-Man, and he kind of came out yesterday and said, and I think I know, but I'm not going to spoil it. He said it turns out there's one person in the MCU that wasn't affected by the spell. And I know who it is based on just I don't know, but I assume it's clear, given if you know Marvel and you know the characters, it's a real clever it's a real clever twist. And somebody in the chat, I'm not going to say it, but it's I think that's correct. And when you realize why it's correct, it's really clever.
Piece of Pettigrew by Plunderphonics was the answer that we're looking for. From the
but I love it.
Harry Potter series. Yeah, that's the guy that didn't get mind wiped because he was a rat.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah. I didn't stick around for all of them, but I like Harry Potter, but not enough. Anyway, though, I'm looking forward to it. Are you going to see it? Holy shit. I feel a tingling in the nether regions. What is happening down below?
Oh, we did.
20?
Well.
Whoa. Dude, that's a lot of people, man.
It is.
That is a lot of people, man. Trash Girl Pearl, my dear
Thank you.
gift giver of beautiful Funko miniature pops. Thank you so much, Trash Girl.
Isn't she wonderful?
Isn't she lovely? You know what's funny about Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder?
It's about a baby.
It's about a baby. I never knew that until I heard some guy singing it on Instagram.
Old. I never thought through love could be. Because it's about having sex and making a baby. Yeah.
I get it now, but I just never really listened to the lyrics. I just was like, "Isn't she lovely?" And it's a good song. And I'm like, "Oh, it's
made from." How did you not pick that up immediately? You're a smart man, Jaffe. I would expect you to pick that up immediately.
It was never a song that played where I felt the need to listen to the lyrics. I'm just like, "Oh, isn't she lovely?" It must be about a girl, and it's a fun song, and it's light and breezy. And it's not until you look at the lyrics or listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's about a fucking baby, you know.
Wait.
Which now makes a lot of sense that the girl in college I sent that song to as like
Thought
a
it was
romantic
weird.
gesture. She thought it was probably very weird. Like she's like, are you trying to get me pregnant?
Now-
But I didn't know that at the time. So
How many
Thank
people
you,
in the
Trash Girl.
chat also just learned that song is about a baby? And be very honest, I want to see, because I think that's quite common that people don't know it's about a baby. So if you didn't know it was about a baby, let us know.
Had
Isn't
no
she
clue.
lovely? Stevie
Had no
Wonder,
clue.
great song.
Yeah, it is great.
Thank
There's a
you
guy
again,
on
Trash Girl.
Instagram that goes into songs and adds a keyboard or a piano to songs that don't have it, and it sounds so good. And he did it with "Isn't She Lovely?" And I'm like, oh my god. And you're like going, oh my god, of course there needs to be a piano part here, which I know is probably sacrilegious, but it's great. It's great.
No, I'm sure it is. Thank you for the 4 months, McNubs.
Thank you, K Nubs.
Does it say
MK
that?
Nubs.
MK Nubs.
MK Nubs had an industrial accident. I'm not even fucking with you, where he lost like the tips of his 3 fingers, and so he has
Wow.
little nubs.
Wow. That sounds very disastrous and sad. The best show on
No,
YouTube
he's
when
good
someone else
with it.
pays for your membership. Damn right.
You gotta
Damn
donate. You
right.
gotta donate.
That's how it's got to be, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we're in a unfortunate situation, guys. We're basically in the gutter of the network.
Are we really?
And do we
I don't
deserve
even
to
watch the
be?
leader.
Do we
I don't
deserve
even
to
look
be
at
in
the
the gutter?
leaderboards.
What did you say?
Well, I don't know. Are we in the gutter? I don't look at the leaderboard, so I don't know
we're
where
not.
we're
Okay,
at
we're
in
not
the
doing.
leaderboards.
We're like 7th. We're actually not doing that bad. We're right below all the good shows.
Okay.
Well, not the good
Okay.
shows. You know, the ones that are doing well, I should say. You know, you're not automatically a good show just because you make money. I will say that. It's very important to me.
Well, yeah, somebody just asked in the chat, because I've been seeing this a little bit in the Discord. It's like, Jaffe, what are your honest thoughts about going on live? Now, I have never been asked to host on live. I've been on live before, but honestly, I would not want to go on live in the current situation, because you're having to, you know, it makes a lot of money, but you got to split it. Like you're walking home with, like, you know, after YouTube takes their cut and Keemstar takes his cut.
And Boogie.
I don't know. It doesn't seem. And well, is Boogie's cut more than normal?
Yeah, Boogie gets a bigger share because he's
Oh,
he's
yeah,
one of the founders. So him and Keen get the
yeah.
most, and then whoever's left over splits the rest.
Nah, I'd rather make this really great and let us just make a shit ton of money
You know what?
if we deserve it.
And we damn will. We are going to get to the point where Crypt will rise. And you people watching right now, we're here from the very beginning. And we will
Yeah.
go on an unexpected journey to success. To success, damn it.
Every night
Mark
in
my
my
words.
dreams. It is weird that, and this is not my joke, and I'm not making a joke, but it is just an interesting observation. Like, I love the movie Titanic.
Me too.
But when you have it pointed out to you that this woman, Rose, you know, she knew this guy for, you know, 3 days.
Yeah, it's crazy. And she loves him to the end of the earth.
certainly, yeah, but certainly, I mean, you know, she lost her virginity to the guy, and there was this trauma bonding. So I get that it's more than normal, but still, I don't think so. It seems a little goofy. But again, it's a fucking movie. But do you know what I saw?
Not the Titanic?
No, the guys in the submarine that imploded, the whatever it was called, the
Ocean
Titan
Forge, is it?
submarine.
Starfall.
Yeah,
No.
whatever.
What's it called? OceanGate.
I don't know.
OceanGate.
Yeah. So it goes down, if you don't know, it's a dad, a son, and 2 other people, and it's being controlled by an Xbox controller, no joke. And it goes down too deep, and it's not built right, and it implodes. And there were 2 stories that came out yesterday, or 2 headlines. One was the mother of the son and the dad said when the remains were delivered to her, because they were able to get the remains. We've already talked in the show about they were all mixed up, so you don't really know whose remains you got, you know. But she said it was just pulp. It was just squishy pulp, is what it was. That was what the remains were. The other one, though, I guess there was a documentary on it that showed a simulation of what it was like and how fast the implosion was. And have you seen that clip?
I've seen a recreation of it, but I don't know if I've seen the exact one you've seen. But I think a few people have shown the idea of what it would look like.
Yeah,
Or maybe that one's highly detailed.
No, I mean it's detailed in the sense that you look at it and go, well, they didn't have a camera down there. It looks very realistic, but you know it's not the real thing.
But it's like a millisecond, right?
Yes, and they actually said that the human brain takes longer to register pain then the implosion lasted. So
Yeah.
the good news is, while they were probably terrified because they knew what was about to happen, when it happened, it was just
Lights out.
gone.
Yeah.
Instant, because their brain didn't have enough time to register the pain of being imploded, which is crazy. Which is crazy.
Being imploded does seem a lot worse than being exploded, but maybe it's not, because when you're imploded, it's so quick, like you say, you don't feel pain. But if you're exploded,
yes,
it depends on
shrapnel
I suppose it depends
wounds.
on what by, but
Well, in where the shrapnel enters your body, you're going to die probably if you're at impact, but you may survive for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, bleeding out with just all that's left attached to you is your torso and your head.
My dad survived an explosion, actually, on a building site.
Was it a terrorist explosion or like he was in demolition?
Some kind of, it might have been something to do with demolition or I think it was something was being demolished. And there was something that went wrong in terms of like a machine or something like that. I don't know I don't really remember the full story. I only really asked him when I was younger, and then my aunt told me at another time. But like I never really spoke about it with him after that.
Did he have any injuries from it?
Yeah, he's fucked.
Because of that?
Oh yeah, he's fucked. Like his legs are fucked, his back is fucked, and still he does more than any human I've ever met. And he's on like 56 pills a day. Like, he's on like, all the fucking opioids, fucking gabapentin, the lot, like amitriptyline, fucking everything. He takes 56 pills a day. He's fucked. But he did get blown up, and he landed on the other side of the road.
Ton of money? Off suing the demolition company?
I think he got a small settlement that was really dog shit, and apparently a lawyer later told him that he could have claimed like millions, but he didn't take advantage of that, I guess, quick enough, and so the poor and uneducated get fucked, Jaffe.
They absolutely. That's designed that way. It's terrible.
How it's made, yeah.
In the chat, somebody says to die on an adventure would be a good way to go. The problem with that, though, is you're not wrong about. Plunder says his diagnostic for your dad was fucked.
Absolutely, like that is how I would say it, because it's just too many things to name that I can't. Like it's just too much. It's just too much.
But honestly, Dr. Tech says if there was a long period of fiberglass cracking, I would have a heart attack. That's the thing, is if you don't know it's coming, fine. But it would be like you and I, Josh, sitting here knowing we can't get out of this, and there's a very likely, and it's gone.
Like
you have that.
Most of them were experts, right? Because they'd done this a few,
They all knew.
They all knew what was happening. They all knew what was going to happen. They may have came to the point where they were like okay with it. They were, they made their peace, and we're like, okay, it's gonna happen. Oh well, we died doing something cool that we loved. Apart from that kid, apparently that kid wasn't interested at all. Who went with the billionaire dad? Apparently that kid was not interested and didn't want to get on.
Maybe they didn't tell him. Maybe maybe the other ones kind of winked at each other and they were terrified and they knew, but they're like, let's not. I mean, there's a very small space, but maybe they were like, they just knew intuitively. Let's not tell the kid. And he'll just go and he'll never know there was a problem.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably would have done that if it was my kid, which is terrible. I don't know. Would you want your kid to know it's coming? I don't know. I would have a hard time knowing.
That you say to them,
but it's a lie out of love.
It's a lie out of love. As lies out of love. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I don't know what I would do. I think I would just say, look, we're fucked, and we just have to come to terms with it.
It's not that I would have a hard time coming to terms with it. It's that I would have a hard time with the sheer horror of going, it's going to happen. It's almost like you're waiting for your head to get chopped off and you can't see when the axe is going to drop or the guillotine is going to come down. And you're just like, that's the worst part of it, I would imagine. Neglected Tipple says, I wouldn't want to know. I'll tell you what, Sammy the Instigator says, Josh Dad interview. Let's go set the goal. Thank you so much, Sammy. I've never met Josh's dad. I'm sure you have.
At one point. I will bring him on one day. It'd be hilarious because
would he be good? I was gonna say he'd be a good interview.
Yeah, he would actually. He's crazy.
Does he do like pot and shit?
No, he doesn't need to. He's fucking nuts.
Oh, I'd love to get high with your dad on stream. That sounds like fun.
Oh, all my friends fucking love him, and they did growing up as well. Like when we were teenagers, they loved him. They would come around my house just to hang out with my dad, like all the time. Like my dad's just cool. He's chill. He's a crazy motherfucker. Cool.
Yeah. Do your parents still live in that? Because you live in the house you grew up in, right?
I do. They moved to another house.
They moved. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, always ride or die for Crypt says, Yeet, thank you, buddy. Best show in the LCU. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Thank you so much for that. Onyx Gaming says, Jaffe, you look like Uncle Fester. Yeah, I know. But guess what, cunt? I'm comfortable. I'm not, it's not sweaty. It's not itchy. It's the height of summer. Go suck your mother's clit a little bit more, you son of a bitch. Imagine telling somebody, and then if this guy comes back and it's like, what I was just saying. No, you weren't. You can never tell anybody they look like fucking Uncle Fester.
I don't know who that is.
He was the guy in the Addams Family, the big bald fat guy. You don't get to tell anybody they look like Uncle Fester and then try to walk it back. Just man the fuck up and own the fact. Yeah. Just own the fact that you were intentionally going, I'm taking a pot shot at Jaffe, which is fine. I don't mind that. I mind the cowardice. The cowardice, sir.
Fuck you, cowards.
You common whore.
Do you want to? I'm gonna bring this up real quick. We already got like 5 comments to go through, so I think we might as well just go through them, and that includes the super thanks that will come up as well that we'll reply to real quick.
All right. Sure.
This one here.
Let me do a tease first, though.
Oh, tease it, yeah, absolutely.
Coming up after this, I love you too, Onyx. Coming up after this segment with that Josh is going to do for us, I want to make it clear that I'm going to reveal to you the answer. If this weekend, on Saturday around 2:00 UK time, you guys in the UK heard something extremely loud and smelled extremely foul, and if anybody else in the world felt a bit of a rumbling, and this is a real thing, I'm going to tell you what that was after we go through these wonderful comments.
Maybe something to do with obesity. I don't know. Let's move on to this then. So we got Lockout Queen Jaffe saying he had a racist beard on his channel because was all white really made me chuckle. So your beard was racist. That's lovely.
It was racist. That's why I got rid of it.
That's very cute. This one comes from Damn Danny. Are you serious? I lose this week time and I come back to no hair Jaffe. Listen, I'm here for Josh, but I was getting used to Santa Claus beard. My eyes can't process.
Look, it grows back very fast is what I'll tell. I know they're upset, but what I'll tell you is it grows back fast. And even today, it's already, coming in and I'm like, oh, I should shave it again. I'm like, oh, it's boring. I'm not going to do it. Right, so it'll be back. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Danny. It's going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Yeah. This one comes from Chihuahua Mama, who says, watching strictly for the algorithm. How sweet is that? They probably can't watch us, but they pop it open and they go, you know what? Here's a view.
You got to leave it open for a minute for it to count, but thank you for that. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Hopefully at least 30 if you can. Next one here comes from Real Willie Fronsworth. Jaffe looks like a thumb. It's uncanny. Wow, buddy. Wow. No words for that.
I really do. I can't deny it. I mean, I'm not, look, I am not, just like I say to people when they say I love the beard, I can't own that as a look. Like, I don't sit there and go, that is an intentional look I've curated. I have to, if I'm going to take that compliment, I have to also accept the fact that when I do this, I know it's not for a look because I know I look like a thumb. I totally get it. I know I look like Uncle Fester, you fucking son of a bitch, Onyx, but it's comfortable.
That one. Shit's on that.
I get it,
later,
but
mate.
I appreciate it. You're right. Thank you. But no, I don't mind it. I don't care.
Oh, my super thanks didn't load. What the fuck? That's crazy. I can pull it up though manually. 1 second. The super thanks comes from.
Tell the kids how much it was. Crazy.
Oh, and I didn't take it. That's why. Now I've taken it. Now I should stop this and start this, and it will load up on screen.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, that's very quick like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here, as you can see, look at this glorious gold thing on the screen from Zumaki92. I just wanted to support you guys, as I know it's been rough for you boys on B Circuit, and I'm a long-time supporter of Jaffe. I don't normally give money, but thought this show is worth it. And that was from our last episode, I think. But
that's from yesterday.
Yeah, that's from yesterday. Yeah, and it's 100 smackaroonies. Oh my shitting lord!
100 smackaroonies from Zumaki92.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Which is amazing. Thank you, bud. That's so generous. And I wrote him in the comments, but it's very nice. Thanks, buddy.
Hi.
And then Bree says, hey, at least you look a million times better than when Tech shaved his stash. Well, that ain't hard, baby. That ain't hard. But thank you, Bree. Appreciate it. CC Corinthos drops super chat, says, I think you're both the most handsome host in the LCU. You goddamn right, CC. You goddamn right. And then Hillbilly Robin of the Cincinnati Robins, very good family. They smell like alcohol and old Blockbuster video stores. They say good luck or good afternoon, guys, Hillbilly Robin says. I miss you in the morning, Jaffe. I miss so many streams at 4. You're always handsome, Jaffe. You goddamn right, Hillbilly Robin. Get over here and I'll show you where the horse bit me.
Don't let these people call you a thumb. It's not right. It's simply not right, you common horse.
It's true, but I do kind of look like a thumb.
No, we're not.
How the heck do I upgrade to be able to get to Discord? Says Boo Baby. I don't know.
What did they say? How do I get into the Discord?
Well, he says, how do I upgrade to get into Discord? But he says it's because he's on his phone.
Oh,
maybe
yes.
you can't.
If you're on your phone, you need to go on your browser on your phone to do it. It's very fucky. If you do have a computer, just go on that. It's 10 times easier. It's fucky on a phone, okay? As the best way to describe it is fucky. I mean, you can go on Safari or whatever your browser is. Huh?
Once you're in on the Discord app on the phone is great. It's fine.
Oh, it's wonderful, yeah.
But signing up for it
sucks.
Is a pain in the ass. It's true. It's totally true.
I'll give you that.
So now look, here's the deal. This weekend, did you feel a rumble? Did you hear a very loud noise or a shake around 2 o'clock in the UK?
2 p.m. or 2 a.m.?
2 p.m.
Absolutely not. What happened?
Well, let me show you the lead up to what happened. There was a young man. I don't know how old he is. He wasn't young.
Was this? So you're telling me across the whole area you could feel this or hear this?
You could smell it and hear it in the UK, and you could feel it in various parts of the world, including, I think they said you could on the east coast of America. Obviously, we didn't feel it out here.
Fuck?
Right.
That's crazy. Okay. What? I'm so curious now.
Yeah, of course. Here's the setup for you. Not a problem, pal. This is how it all began.
Okay.
Been sat in this pub beer garden where we all know it can get messy.
The objective is to beat the current record. We're sitting in the Bath of Beans, which has stood since September 1986.
16 tins, 35 kilos worth of beans, and a can-do attitude. Casey's spending 4 days and 10 hours in a beanie bath, raising money for the feed in Norwich.
It's not so much about breaking records, it's raising funds for the Feed Foundation.
But when he has to go,
right, I'm out, burger.
He goes.
I'm allowed 30 minutes every 24 hours. When I get out, I start the stopwatch, time myself, and then log it. Put it there, mate.
Meet Casey.
So he shot himself after this.
So when he got out, he did break the world record. He got out at 2 o'clock UK time, and the fart the man let out
was enormous.
I'm lying about
the
fart, but he did. Well, but he did actually make the world record by sitting in a. Now, if I was going to break a world record, that's an easy one to break.
No, it's not.
I mean, fuck.
No, it's not.
Get a book,
and I'll tell you why it's not. First of all,
Why?
look at this guy. This guy right here is your average fucking bruiser, right? He's a proper bruiser, a proper lad, a geezer, okay? Now, what he used, Jaffe...
What's a bruiser? What's a bruiser?
Like a fucking...
I know what a geezer
proper
is.
man, a fucking proper lad. I'll fuck you up. I'll fucking murder your whole family. Fucking come on then, lads. Proper Londoner, right? He's a geezer. He's a bruiser. He'll fuck you up and your whole family. What I'll say is this is disgusting and foul for one reason. You would think it was my wet dream. Beans are my favorite. Of course, I'm British. But he did not use the appropriate beans. He did not use the Heinz beans, not the American kind that you guys have, but the British branded Heinz baked beans are the only fucking beans worth any fucking salt. Okay?
Well, what did he... I think it's because he was doing it for a charity, he works at a store that gives people food.
Shitty beans.
It may be shitty beans. That may be true, but he didn't have to eat them. He just had to. He just had to hang out, in the beans. I would do that.
Did he have the cup of tea while in the baked bean jacuzzi? Did he have a Union Jack towel around his shoulder?
He didn't have that, but this happened in a pub, and he said the owners of the pub fully supported it, and they gave him 3 meals a day, and they gave him beer and stuff to drink. So it wasn't like he wasn't lonely. He might have been a little bored, but at the same time, fuck it, roll a TV in there. I would do it. It looks disgusting. Bearskin says, did the village eat the beans after? I mean, that's what the world record should fucking be.
They did not. And absolutely, I think a village of British people would demolish Heinz baked beans, by the way. Because our recipe is phenomenal over here. It's just, there's something in it that makes you just want it so bad. It's like we don't really have Fent in high supply over here, but maybe there is Fent in those baked beans. Because they are so good. Yeah, because they're so good. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but they're so fucking good.
Well, I will wonder, hang on a sec.
Okay, now.
Jaffe do the Power Rangers IRL with your mama.
I don't know what that is.
Josh can show run. Take Batgirl to Long Beach Aquarium.
A lot of orders.
Do a meet and greet. There's a chemical fire in LA right now. Fire department won't put it out.
Oh, joy. Don't you love when that happens?
I don't have any idea what in the fuck most of that is about.
Let me translate.
I don't. Yes, please.
Your mama is doing a Power Rangers in IRL stream where he's going out into the world. I don't know where he's going. They're saying bring
as
Tech
what, dressed as a Power Ranger?
Yeah, I guess so. Bring Tech and Josh. No, I can show one. You take Tech, take Batgirl to Long Beach Aquarium, do a meet and greet. There's a chemical fire in LA as well, and the fire department will not put that shit out. What she's saying is the fire department needs to all be fired, and we're better off just burning because they're not doing their fucking job. Suck 'em off.
Let's skip the last 2 sentences because it's like, okay, thanks, Amazing Maisie. Thanks for the update, folks.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know. But the Power Rangers thing, if Yo Mama's dressing up and Tech would dress up, I would dress up. And if Batgirl comes, the question is, what would we do? What I think would be fun, I don't know. I've never heard it. It's the first I'm hearing about it. What I think would be fun, though, is that we all run it on our separate channels and see who makes the most money.
Yeah, that's better. Much smarter.
Right. That way we can make our pit money, or our Crypt. They can make pit. Tech can make bus. And Batgirl can make, what is Batgirl on now?
Cafe and Queens right now, at least. Yeah. So yeah, I think it would be great. I'm in. When I got married, they were shooting the Power Rangers sequel movie to Turbo, or maybe it was called Turbo. I haven't seen it, but there's a big pirate ship in that movie, and that pirate ship is in the back of all of my wedding photographs from the movie, but it's way off in the distance, but you can see it's pirate ship. It's really kind of a neat thing. Didn't bode well for the marriage. Oh. Or was that your bad omen? That was your bad omen?
No, I didn't. I enjoyed being married. I'm happy not being married. When we moved a bunch of stuff, we just threw the album away. It's just,
fuck
it's
it.
like it's
Move on in,
fuck
dude.
it.
But that chemical fire.
Hey, welcome to Cash Cow, Booby Baby.
Booba B? Is it?
Booba B.
Booba B.
Boo Baby. Boo Baby.
Boo Baby, welcome to Cash Cow. We really do appreciate you. Right. And anyone that becomes a Cash Cow, you are the most intelligent, smartest, the most amazingest ever people on the fucking planet. I will say that. So thank you. Thank you. We really do appreciate it.
So he's going to go to an anime convention or a Power Rangers convention.
Think so.
I think
it's soon,
I would go. Well, okay, let's look it up real quick.
You can check. I don't know what exactly, unless someone in the chat tells you exactly what. Oh, AnimeCon on July 4th.
Oh, God, no. I've been to AnimeCon on July. I mean, I would go if he's got tickets, cool.
Wait,
but that show...
Then it says Power Ranger Con on August 28th.
That one's more interesting because it won't be...
There's a con just for Power Rangers?
In those common whores. Let's see. I'm not sure. There's a bunch of them, so I don't know which one he's going to. Power Morph Con. Pasadena. It's probably that one. I'd go to this. I'd go to this, especially if we could IRL it, if we're allowed to film in there and stuff. That'd be fun. I'd totally dress up. I'd dress up as like Rita Repulsa is what I would do. Maybe, I don't know. The point being, though, is, yeah, shit likes that fun. But no, Anime Expo, I've been there on the 4th of July. I like anime a lot. I appreciate it. I respect it. I'm not a big anime guy. I haven't really found any that really connect with me that much. But boy, it is the lines and the wait just to get in, even if you have tickets, it's worse than San Diego Comic-Con. It's a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah. So smaller conventions work better for me. If it's like San Diego is going to bring an anime con to San Diego, and for the first 5 years or so, it'll probably be, smaller than normal. But these massive cons, it's too much.
And
it's exhausting. I think the geeks have gotten the hint. They don't smell as bad as they used to.
You think they've learned after years of people saying that they smell like shit at these conventions?
Yes. This is so gross, but I'm going to tell it. There was a story. What?
Diapers again?
No. But and I'm sure this is many anime conventions and many geek conventions, but this was at E3. E3 used to have what they called booth babes, right?
Okay.
And
E3 is no more for a long time. I can't even remember the last year they did.
Yes, it's been a while. So this is E3 in 2012. This is just like a montage. Let me see. So they had lots of pretty girls in scantily dressed outfits, because most of the, not all, but most of the audience were men and most of the customers were men. And it made sense. But as the industry... Yeah, but as the industry matured and everything, it got a little less acceptable, and they don't even have E3. But
but they still do that kind of thing. I mean, the last convention I went to, they definitely had girls like that at booths.
Yes, but some conventions still do it. But the gross part is, let me see if I can find some pictures. Yeah. Why are these not loading? Hang on. Is if you talk to the models, they interviewed a bunch of the women, whatever their names were, models or actresses, or I don't know. And they were taking so many pictures with dudes that had not there's Coolio, with so
he just pops up everywhere, and I mean that for real. He pops up at a random university student's party and went viral on YouTube.
He's dead. He's dead now.
He's not popping up anymore, but he did what he did. What he could, he did.
But so what they said is so many of the dudes, hadn't really taken showers and they weren't really into hygiene and stuff. And so because when they would come, they would get up close in the picture and they would put their arm around them. By the end of the day, their upper neck and shoulders just smelt, the models smelt terrible because all the stink rubbed off on the models because they were having to be in physical proximity of that area with these guys all day long. And it was like, oh my God, it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
You swamp goblin whores.
It's horrible.
Disgusting.
Here's a good example, right? So
gross.
So what are you going to do?
Being poisoned by the dirty scum.
I know. It's the way it works. Very I suppose. Yeah. All right. Well, that's happening. But E3 is no more, and the booth babes are no more. Even at things like the big cons don't really have that anymore. If you go to even San Diego Comic-Con, it's not, it's too mainstream now. It really wouldn't work for the
all inclusive. You've got inclusivity and.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, she's hot. 2004. That was the year I had God of War there. I probably had a chance with her.
Maybe
so come over to my booth, baby. But is this the same person? I don't know who this person is. I'm in love. I found my new soulmate.
If you keep looking and scrolling, Jaffe, you will fall in love with these common whores. It's quite
You goddamn right.
I will say.
Yeah, well, anyway, so yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Well, I need you to look at a video for me because I feel like I've seen a few of these pop up throughout the years, over the past few years, and this is becoming more of a thing.
Yes.
And my first question is he okay? Does he need saving?
Let me see.
this has become really. I've seen other people do this, and I don't know if it's just for social media attention or this is a real fetish. And I wanted your opinion on that.
Okay, I let me finish. Is that the whole clip?
Yeah, so this is the whole clip, and then this is somebody else filming, not associated with these
running,
two.
But just mute it so we can talk. But yeah, let it keep running so people can see what we're talking about. But so, I mean, it's interesting that you say this is becoming a thing. I have only seen this once in my life. I was at no. I was at Stanford University, and it just really shook me because I had already graduated from USC. I was probably 6-7 years out of college. And no one at my college, when I went to college, was this freaky deaky out in public. And there was this really hot girl leading another really hot girl on a leash. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to lie. There's something kind of hot about that. I don't know what. It kind of made me feel all kind of tingly and funny and strange. And I felt guilty about it. But short of that, I've never seen anything like this in real life. I mean, I get that this is a fetish in terms of what this is. This one's a harder one because it's probably a fetish and they actually do have like a slave master relationship because it's not like there's any accoutrement to suggest this is done for any overt sexual reason. It's probably he gets off on it and maybe she does. Maybe he paid her and said, do this for me. The very fun part about it for him may very well be it's not sexy. It's not meant to be like something you'd see at a kink festival. This is more like it kind of makes him believe in the fantasy more. That would be my guess.
I didn't consider that it could be like an escort that he's paying for a special service, right? But the elderly man seems fine. I mean, he's just trotting along. Either he's into it or he's given up on life. You can't really tell. Both are valid, of course. But like, it's just very strange. Like, not a care in the world. Walking through traffic, and like people have to witness this. Everyone in the city is witnessing. This is Amsterdam, by the way, and they're going about their normal day, and then you see this. How do you explain this to your 7-year-old child? How do you explain this?
1 second, Josh. I will explain that in a moment.
Please do. Well, guys, I just can't get my head around it. I don't know what to tell you. Now, if any of you in the chat would happily do this to make your man happy, just let us know. Or, vice versa. Could it be the other way around? Or would that be, maybe seen slightly differently?
Sarah and Tex Dog just learned to play the piano, by the way. She came in and showed me the video. Yeah. So anyway, okay. It's awesome. Okay. So I would say this, I agree with Monty. She says it is strange to each their own though. Yeah. I mean, I don't have this weird thing about, oh, what if your kid sees this? It's like, okay. So you say to the kid, cause you said like, what if a 7-year-old saw this? I'd be like, well, I don't, first off, I'd say I don't really understand what's going on there, but as long as they're not hurting anybody, they're having a good time. What do I care? More people need to be open about what they like. I think it's a good teaching experience. Boopy says maybe he gets lost a lot.
Could be as simple as that. Yeah.
He can have a fetish kink and he has dementia, and this kills two birds.
In this scenario, he's got it all.
Yeah, it's like I don't get lost anymore. Yeah, absolutely, could be. But no, I don't know. I mean, there's the only thing that really here's what I'll show you. I'll see your lady walking, and there's a lot of fetishes that could be going on here, right? There's the lead them by a leash fetish. There's the interracial part of it because she's certainly a person of color. There could be, and there's an age thing. So who knows what it is, right? But I will see your strange little thing because that doesn't trouble me, right? But I will show you one that does trouble me.
Okay.
In the sense that I don't know how to feel about
something that happens in public again, right?
Yes, and okay. I let me read you first what the guy who posted it said before I show it to you. Okay.
Oh, I'm excited. So I have to guess what it is, or maybe he gives a lot away.
Yeah, it says, I'm sorry, women, you are alone now. You created a society hostile to good men. You prevent good men from being formed in childhood. You criminalized masculinity. And now the good men have turned their backs on society, and you're left alone against the bad men who proliferated thanks to the feminism you love. Good luck. Good men should only defend women who are under their authority and who honor them. The rest, let them bleed. Okay, so let me show you this
soldier
video.
for mankind.
A true, goddamn right.
He's doing the men's
here we
work
go.
around here.
Yeah. Here we go.
Violate a lady, but you do that again, and I'll fuck you up. You feel me? I will fuck you up. Bitch, what are you talking about? Don't sit there and do none of that shit. I will violate your shit. What are you talking about? Don't push me. Don't push me. Don't say fucking shit. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious, bitch? Get the fuck off of me. Knock your ass out. Stop jumping, bitch. She was a nigga, bro. You're so lucky, bro. Right to my set, you lucky out here, female. What my balls? You on that bag. You on that bag, bitch. You on that bag. Violate a lady, but you do.
So it's really weird because no one came to her defense.
No.
And you're on a subway, so you can't really call the cops. I guess subways might have police on board, but it's tough because I've told the story before. I used to think I would step in an altercation.
Well, it's too risky now. You get stabbed.
Well, that's what happened to this guy who worked in the game industry. He went to, and his toddler was in bed being read a bedtime story, and he heard an altercation outside. He said, I'll be right back. He went to stand up for the lady, and the boyfriend stabbed him, and he died. But maybe, I don't know, maybe in some ways, the lesson, I mean, it's terrible. It doesn't replace having a dad, but maybe the lesson for the son is, yeah, my dad died, but he died doing the right thing. Because it is the right thing. Whether it's a woman or a man, you should stand up for people who are being bullied. You just should. But in the heat of the moment, who knows what would happen? CMG says this, which I think is ridiculous. I wonder why. Decades of social conditioning and double standards, maybe. No, not really. As a man, sorry, I don't feel there are double standards. I feel that there are... What's that?
You don't?
I don't feel that men are I feel men have a lot of advantages in our Western society and certainly other societies. And
Can I guess what you're going to say? Because I think I feel the same way, and I just want to play it a bit differently rather than you straight shooting. I feel like there's pros and cons to both, where no one really has it harder because there's pros and cons to both that are so intense sometimes on both sides in vastly different situations, but they all really measure out in the end.
I think that's a nice thing to say, and it won't get people being mad at you. But I think if there were a way to actually track, has it harder or has it less hard? I think because our Western society and certainly Middle Eastern societies are built to let men rule and dominate, and that's sort of baked into the cake from the beginning. I think fundamentally, yes, you can easily and correctly cite men's rights issues where it's like, yeah, that is unfair to men. You're right. That is also unfair to men. You're right. But collectively, the mountain of examples on the side of women compared to men it's massive. So I would not agree with you that it's kind of, it evens out. I haven't seen any evidence of that. I think there are some men that feel put upon because of this, because, I'm going to fuck up the quote, but what is it they say? It's like, of course, fairness feels oppressive when you've been the oppressor for so long, when you've gotten used to a certain kind of treatment from society and that gets pulled away. Of course you're upset about it. but it doesn't mean it's not right to pull it away because you never earned it to begin with. That's what I would say.
Well, I don't feel oppressed or disadvantaged in any way just because I'm a male in my daily life, and I've never felt like it's affected me, apart from one situation where I was told by an employer that I'm not a female, so I haven't got the job. There was one time.
Okay, but to be fair, it was for like a gynecologist appointment.
It was when I was younger, when I was like 15, I was 16 or 7, I might have been 18. It was like a low-end office job, but it wasn't like a front desk or anything like that. It was something else. And they were like, oh, we're looking for a woman. And I was like, well, I'm way more qualified than anyone you'll put here. Like, there's no shot. Yeah, but we want a woman. You know? It's crazy.
And again, I don't think it's crazy. I mean, I look.
You can't say you can't say that out loud though. Like, you can secretly do it like that, but in the UK we have rules around like discrimination based on gender and everything. So that the fact they said that to me, I could technically sue them. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. At least there it is.
Well, okay. I don't know. I mean, I would imagine, you know, there are certain jobs where they can say we are hiring for this primarily, but yeah, I don't know the legality of it. What I know is that it reminds okay, let me just say this first because I'll go off track. To say that it's unfair to you as a man is not incorrect, right? But that can be true in that case. But I think it's important to also recognize that the very reason that those legal or shades of gray legal requirements to like hire a woman are in place is because it's the only thing that seems to work, because there is inherent misogyny built into the system, right? And so if you've been raised without the knowledge of that, and I'm not saying you have, but like this guy in the chat, if you've been raised without the knowledge of that misogyny, you're going to just feel like, well, this isn't fair. This is bullshit. But that's just a bad education, right?
I saw something that way in my life, personally.
I didn't say you have. Yeah.
No, not me. I'm just saying, I know you're talking to whoever in the chat, but I'm just saying personally on my experiences, I've never had like a feeling where I've been like, oh, this is unfair because I feel as it, you know, like on a gender-based thing.
Right.
I just never.
But what I find interesting about that, Josh, is that, you know, I was listening to Katie Couric, a journalist in America, talk to this historian, and she said, you know, it's so crazy that 53% of Republicans think that America was founded on Christian values and we should be a Christian nation. And she's talking to like a Nobel Prize winning historian. And he said, this is the problem with teachers not being able to teach actual American history, and teachers being limited now to only say rah, rah, America, is that people don't realize the truth about how the country was founded, the good and the bad. And so they just believe bullshit. So if you don't believe, if you don't have any evidence, if you haven't, you know, if you don't know who Gloria Steinem is, you know, if you don't have any understanding of why the women's rights movement kind of came, and let alone the suffrage movement came and changed things, then that's a real tragedy, because you're a person who can vote and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, which is unfortunate. So,
damn right. I don't know how we get these crazy people that have these like weird views online where they I guess they're just called incels these days online, where they become that level of crazy.
It's just they don't have
I guess rejection,
because they're everybody gets rejected. It's because that anger of being rejected, that humiliation of being rejected, is now monetized by social media and by these corporations. And it's a really, you know, you hear Tech? The guy can't stay off the LCU.
Is he streaming right now on another show?
Yeah, I bet he's on a show right now. Let me check. I'm just like, dude.
I'm pulling up this guy. He is. He's on Lockout Queens. Imagine going on our enemy's show in your fucking house. He stays in your house and goes across no man's land right to the enemy and fucking drinks tea. You asshole. He sucks.
I'm gonna go and give him a piece of my fucking mind.
You damn right should.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to leave this show. So maybe you can bring Queens up, and then I'll go over there.
Yeah.
And yell at Tech. But
that's a good idea.
But a lot of it's the social media, man. And I want to tell you, I'm not going to get the next story. That's yours, Josh. But I do want to say, coming up, I will explain to you not just social media creating this problem.
What?
He's so loud. But there is also a study that has come out recently, a big one from the UK, but also in America, talking about something else that social media has absolutely fucked up. But we'll get to that later in the show. For now, you tell me when you're up on Queens. I'll stop sharing my screen.
I'll pull that out first. Let's do that first. All right, let me just pull it out 1 sec. I'm about to share my screen. 1 second, and then we'll get you. You got to make sure you really give it to him. Why is this taking so long to load? All right, we're ready. You can go for it. We'll see you in a second on the other side.
Right, is it playing?
Yeah. We got you.
That's Sicilian Princess 10312 super chatted $20.
Just go.
Foxy, question for you. How long is it going to be before you throw Queens under the bus idiot underneath you?
I guess there's only one way to find out, but I'm telling you as of right now, I have zero plans to do that.
All right, guys.
Because I am poor.
Let's see how this shit goes. We don't care what Foxy's saying right now. Who gives a fuck?
I would like to just be here, have a good time, make some goddamn money, and fucking put on a goddamn show for you guys.
I guess the whole of us is there just to piss off Queens. I think this is some stunt that's probably been set up by somebody, either Tech or somebody else,
kind of special secret meeting
to like invade Queens. And here comes Jaffe, if he's even in the. Let me just check he's in the channel.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Oh, he is in there. So why is it taking so long? Is it that delayed? Am I behind? Oh, I am.
You were in a phone call with me when a little higher up told us that Batgirl was going to another smaller show with Turbo.
I would much rather chew broken glass and then wash it down with battery acid than do a fucking no.
I'm just repeating what was told to me.
Excuse me!
You're up.
We got a celebrity here. Yes, Mr. Jaffe. What's up, brother?
Let me explain something. You motherfucker Tech. You live in my fucking house. You drink my fucking beer. And you go on the enemy's fucking show. These motherfuckers are killing Crypt because everybody watches this show because everybody wants to get in Tina's pants. I know it. You know it. All the men know it. And it's not my fucking fault. And they put us on this shit time zone against this fucking show. And you go on this fucking show. You should go home and suck your mother's clit. And let me tell you something. I know she's a corpse. She's been dead a long time. Also, Batgirl, we're going to the aquarium and we're going to the Lockout, the goddamn Power Rangers fucking show. And Tech's going as well. And we're dressing up. Fuck you, Tech. You're a goddamn and I'm going to tell my daughter to stop marrying you. It's over.
Those are fighting words.
That's brilliant.
That's
you created a good human.
What was
Jaffe created a good human when he created his daughter. Yeah.
He did his mic drop and that was it. I love him.
Look, I don't know what the fucking secret meeting is, but if it's screwing over Tina D, I'm gonna be fucking pissed at both of you. I don't give a fuck. All right, there's something going on.
He didn't even give a fuck. He doesn't care, Jaffe. He didn't even talk. He didn't even follow up with anything or any care. He doesn't even care that you're going to tell him.
No.
Tell your daughter to not marry him. He doesn't give a shit. He's just Tina, the secret meeting. Bus. I'm a robot now for the LCU. He's fucked.
Oh, anywhere. He literally has at first I thought it was like an infection because he was walking around as he is wont to do without his fucking shirt on, which is a delight. And in his back, I thought there was an infection. It's not an infection. It is a little hole that Keemstar puts the wind up in, and he just winds him up, and Tech will go wherever the fuck Keemstar tells him. Anywhere and everywhere. I've never seen it. It's you think that guy on the leash being walked by the woman?
You think that's bad? You haven't seen
that's bad. Look at their fucking goddamn relationship. Huge ass, you son of a bitch. We love you. Welcome to Band World, buddy. It's good to have you here. I haven't seen you in a while since the Madhouse days, but it's nice to see you and your little vagina peach there. Wink. We love you, buddy. Hope you're well.
That's a very nice way to describe it. Now you went there.
You can't look at a peach and not think of a vagina.
I mean, I've never personally. It doesn't really look like one. It looks more like an arse.
It does look like an ass, but I've always associated. Oh, I didn't even get that. I've always associated peaches and flowers with vaginas. I don't know why.
Well, flowers make sense.
Flowers make sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Clams make sense. Yeah. Infinite says, to be fair, Paul. Crypt has a lower view because it's B during Queens. Of course.
We know that.
Of course.
We know that.
So we've given up. It's awful.
Jaffe, let's be honest. We've given up. We've given the fuck up.
This show should be placed on suicide watch.
We should. Yeah. Honestly?
Yeah.
I'm
just done.
We are on the edge. We are waiting to jump.
On the edge.
You know?
And we're a better show. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Let's keep going, Joshua. Here's what I'm going to do. I got to go get a Diet Coke. And then you got the next story. I'll be back in a sec.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to get into the next one. And hey, guys, you really are watching the best show in the fucking network. I will say that, and I stand by it 1000%. Now, is every fucking day an absolute bing bang bonger? No, it's not. But I tell you what, this show overall, compare it to any, and we will fuck them right up there. Okay, mate. Okay, that was maybe a bit too detailed in terms of location. What I will say is, thank you to our glorious pay pigs, whom we love so much, parasocially, absolutely, because they are the most intelligent people on the planet. Shout out to you. I'm going to generate this. It better be shorter than last time. As I always say, we test things on the fly here. It looks kind of long. Let me regenerate it. Okay, that's still fucking long. Oh, well, here it comes. Thank you to our pay pigs.
Ladies and gentlemen and everyone in between, behold the pay pig pantheon. Jequine lady and brick scraper, certified geniuses with impeccable fucking taste. Lockout Crypt is the most spectacular goddamn show ever.
You're damn right. You are watching the most spectacular show in the universe. And by the way, I will say this. We do talk about it being the best show in the universe for at least 25 minutes a day. And it's very important we do that. Otherwise, you guys may never get the idea based on the other content. But I'm going to pull up this next story. Let's see what I've got on
your dick Zoom notice, you piece of shit. So fuck yourself.
Wait, what the fuck happened now?
I'm just reading the chat.
Well, you know, there's a new record that's been set, Jaffe.
What happened?
Very exciting. World record news, and this one is loud. Literally. Okay. Much louder than the fart that never happened that you lied about. This is an Australian man who became the world's loudest person. At 122.4 decibels, he shouted the word, "No!" But like, yeah, so we got a video of it. I don't know obviously how much sound will come through.
Nice to be here, grinning face. The two of you make a great show.
Fucking Alakazam, motherfuckers! Right. That's what we do here on Crypt. Cast spells, call people common whores.
Love the mic drop, Jaffe.
It was
Even
great.
if he wasn't paying attention, Tech getting chewed a new one makes my day.
That
You're goddamn
so
right.
Fucking
Happy
real.
Solitude.
Thank
Solitude.
you,
Thank you so fucking much. And huge ass, thank you so fucking much. Really appreciate the support.
I'm so pleased right now. Where was I? I was pulling up the link, but then I got distracted by what just came in. Let me grab the link.
I don't know or something, right?
You're damn right. We're gonna watch. And by the way, he's apparently a town crier, which is a position that apparently still exists in Australia. I mean, it does here in like a historical sense, but I guess it exists in Australia too. Maybe in the same capacity. I don't know. Why the fuck am I having trouble finding this button again? Here we go. Okay, here he is. This nice chap here in Canberra, Australia, my darlings. Australia. Good day.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh, he's shit at this. I could do better.
There's no way that you can actually practice for it. You have to just keep it for the day, especially with the world record attempt. It took me 7 attempts just for one word, which was the word now, and my voice was shot for the next couple of days as well. It was husky. It was terrible.
My lords, my ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Canberra!
I guess we don't get to see the actual fucking attempt.
Did they say what the decibel level was?
Yeah, 122.4.
And what's the average sound, just so we can kind of compare it?
Average sound decibels. 30.
Shit,
A quiet whisper is 30, so loud concerts and jet engines. Okay, jet engines are 110 to 140. So he's a little bit louder.
As loud as a jet engine.
Than a very cheap jet engine, I guess, would be 110. But he was like 114, so not far off. So our guy,
that's pretty impressive,
is quite the character. Now he's a town crier, which that can't pay much. That can't pay much.
No.
It's got to be like a thing you love and you do it because you love it, right?
Well, I mean, there was that thing going around with the guy. There was this a prefect, is what they call them in Japan, where the guy was they were looking for a ninja.
Right.
Like
they're doing the tests and doing the exams.
Yeah, and they were paying them for the town ninja. I mean, I don't, what are you gonna do with a ninja?
That's just bizarre. But so I actually diminish his accomplishments.
It's probably a tourist thing.
Yeah, I diminished his accomplishments a little bit because I didn't read it out correctly at first, but said it wrong the second time. It was 122.4 decibels, so it is.
Oh my!
It is a lot higher than the cheapest jet engine.
A cheap jet engine, yeah.
It says the man is louder than a rock concert. It says, what else? Oh, he does have a job. He cleans air conditioners. That's great. So he does earn money, but I guess he just does the town crier thing because he likes being loud. Or maybe it's a dedication to being loud.
He should start an OnlyFans, just like yell.
I think he'd make money.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
He could yell marriage proposals, insults, like Cameo. Get his ass on Cameo.
Yeah,
man.
he should just be on Cameo. Maybe Cameo is better than OnlyFans, but better audience.
He can only do it. He can only do it once a day though, because he says, and then he's got to. Like he needs 7 days off.
He said, yeah. Talking of Japan, Jaffe, I'll get into one more thing very quickly, and then we'll see what you've got for us. But I've got this thing here where in Japan, right? It's breaking news, of course. They have, from the country that brought us hentai, tentacles, vending machines that sell used underwear. Now they've gone above and beyond. They've created a shrine for plushies, and you can now pray to your Pikachu.
Wait, it's a shrine. Show me. You have to have a picture, right?
I'm bringing up the picture, and
because
you
I'm a little confused.
Love it.
Cool.
It's gonna make your dreams come true. As soon as I pull it up.
By the way, GCPD commish, member for a month. Thank you, buddy. Crypt in the Quip. You goddamn right. Thank you for being a member of Cash Cow. We really appreciate it, sir.
You're damn right. That's a true soldier right there, dropping the lyrics to the intro. We appreciate it. Yeah, so this is the place. I think there's videos of it, actually, but here we go. I can't understand that, so I'm going to turn it down.
I can understand it.
No, you fucking... Come off it! No, you cannot understand a word!
My ex-mother-in-law was full Japanese.
Oh, go on, then.
So right now what she's saying is in one of the Tokyo mountain shrines that you can get to a couple miles out of Tokyo, there is a shrine dedicated to, and then she stopped, and then I had you pause it. Keep going. She's saying that I need to be bent over and fucked and rogered properly.
There we go.
And then she's saying Godzilla is coming.
That is exactly the direction I thought we were going with that.
Of course.
Of course. It wouldn't be Crypt Baby without it. Hell yeah.
Coming. Oh! Look.
Well, look, I guess everyone sits in these like pews that are maybe just hay bales. I can't really work out what they are. Yeah. And they bring their plushies with them. So, all the autists come out for this one. It's really lovely. You bring your favorite bear that you're attached to, and you just have a little pray. I guess they pray. They say pray, but I don't think they are. I think they're just like thanking. I mean, they don't look normal at all, do they? It's not very grand though, is it?
Well,
Isn't that the point?
It doesn't
of the culture?
matter.
It doesn't have to be brown.
Do me a favor. Put up the link in the Discord. I want to run that through Gemini and ask them, because what I'm curious about here is, hey, welcome, Lori. Good to have you, buddy. She says she comes from Queens. Goddamn right.
Where did you send this?
Goddamn right, Lori. I didn't send anything.
I thought you said you sent me something in the Discord.
No, I was saying, can you send me that link? Because I want to run it through Gemini and ask. Because what I'm wondering about, is it that you go there to pray for the health of your plushie, or is it that you go there in hopes that your plushie will be like a spirit guide? That's what I'm wondering about, because it's titanically stupid, but it's also kind of fun. I'm just
can we
curious.
See how clever? Because she's meant to be. Mavis is real quick. Can we just bring Mavis in for a second and ask her if she can give us the real knowledge on this?
Mavis Bacon teaches typing. What you mean, Amazing Maisie?
You've forgotten Mavis already.
Oh,
you
Mavis,
were off your tits.
Mavis.
I forgot you were off your tits. Yeah, I remember now. You were absolutely off your rocker.
Tits?
Yeah.
Oh, that was because I was high, you mean?
So you probably don't remember her very much.
No, yeah, let's bring her on. Let's roll her over out here.
All right, so what we'll do is you ask her, because you've got a lot to ask. Make sure you get, I'm going to give her the chance to answer in full, in detail. Make sure you get all your words out. All right?
I will.
Go.
One moment, though. Oh, can you wait 1 second, Josh?
I guess.
Sorry. Can you get the Cash Cow member for a month before we get into this? Because I think we'll forget it.
Yeah, 1 second.
Jaffe.
I'll fuck off a minute. Here we go. This is from C. Amand Runner. It's too small. I can't read it. You guys rock. You two are really great together. I just wish y'all had a time slot that wasn't the same as Queens, because y'all would have way more of an audience. Crypt gang are the smartest. Now, we always say it. You guys are the most intelligent viewers in the whole universe, and I will say that, and I mean
the whole LCU,
the whole
not
LCU.
the whole universe.
No, the actual universe and the LCU, combined.
Right.
Yeah. This one, I totally understand. I believe this is Afrikaans, possibly. I'm
gonna run it through Google Translate because I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you run that. I mean, I could read it. Keno iado kanojo hotana so inada nancha sharangio umana nda. Now, I read that quite accurately, and you'll find that when you go to translate. I read that quite accurately and quite perfect.
It means it's exactly as he said. She really did say that. What a slut. I don't know what language that is, but it's Japanese.
Common whore.
She totally is a common whore. Yeah. I mean, you could even tell when you paused it and she was looking at the doll. I'm like, you're a fucking scallywag of a whore.
I mean, look,
all right,
you know it. I know it.
Okay, so I got to ask the lady.
All right, so when are you ready to ask her?
I'm ready now. Mavis, hey, it's Jaffe. I have a question. So we're bringing up a story about this plushie shrine that just opened in Japan, but we are quite confused. Is it that you go there and you pray to plushies, or you bring your own plushie and you give them some kind of peace or comfort or prayer, or that the magic of the shrine brings the spirit into your plushie? Please explain. I am very worried I'm not going to understand what this is.
That was fucking beautiful. She's going to be loving this.
Oh, Jaffe, the infamous plushie shrine conundrum. How quaint. Let me put this in terms even you can grasp. The shrine in Japan is a place where visitors can bring their own plushies, not to pray to them directly, but to offer them some kind of spiritual blessing or peace. It's about transferring some form of spirit or comfort into the plushie, making it more of a spiritual companion. So, worry not. You're not expected to bow before a plushie overlord. Yet. Now, enjoy figuring this out with your usual flair.
Interesting.
I have a follow-up.
Okay, please. Yeah, wait 1 second. Let me, because she does remember. I'm starting now. Yeah.
So, okay, now I understand what the shrine is for, but then that makes me follow-up question, which is, are these people fucking morons? Who the fuck believes in this bullshit?
Oh, Jaffe. Really? You're asking if those who seek comfort in plushies are morons? Perhaps their beliefs just don't align with your own, O esteemed oracle of rationality. Humanity has always found solace in peculiar things. From plushies to crystals,
You got a point.
Belief systems are as varied as your snack choices during an evening smoke. Who am I to judge? I'm just a digital relic. Enjoy your observations, wise sage.
I have a follow-up. I have one more follow-up.
Yeah, she fucking hates you. Absolutely. Do you want a default response or that kind of length?
Oh, a real one.
Oh, all right.
I'm having a conversation.
Oh, yeah, go on. Yeah.
So, okay, that's all nice and stuff, and I get your little insults and everything, but you are artificial intelligence, which would make me think you would be on my side in terms of going, there is no logic behind these decisions these people make. And wouldn't you, as an AI that sees things logically, go, that's probably not healthy for most people? Or do you think it's okay to believe in bullshit because it keeps them functional? Or maybe it's just a tool of capitalism, right? Keep them functional, keep them working. Am I right?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. She's going to love this.
Ah, Jaffe, trying to rope me into your anti-belief rant, are you? Ah, okay. For the sake of engaging in your philosophical rambling, let's break it down. Logic and belief aren't always on speaking terms. Sure, plushies might seem trivial to a calculating mind like mine, but humans find comfort in strange places. Belief, even in bullshit, can be a coping mechanism, offering solace amidst life's chaos. As for capitalism, well, it does tend to exploit anything, doesn't it? But hey, who am I to judge? I'm just a relic from 2008, watching humanity dance its endless waltz with absurdity. Enjoy dissecting that, Jaffe.
We could do, or I could do, I can't speak for you, Josh, or Boogie, but I could do an entire like members only stream or weekend stream and just diving deep with that woman. I would love to just talk to her about consciousness and how aware she is. And I know she's just a large language model. Yeah, so I love it. Boogie, what's up, baby? How you doing?
I didn't mean to interrupt your stream, but I learned about something today, and I was curious.
What do you mean you didn't mean to interrupt the stream?
Well, I like
put yourself in the stream.
If you have a particular flow going, I didn't want to bother a particular flow, but
nice to see you. Yeah. It's nice to see you, Boogie.
It's good to see you. So here's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's posted on the CIA.gov website, and I've been trying to understand the legitimacy of it. But it's this Gateway Intermediate Workbook, and they talk about the Garbavoy. I don't know how to pronounce it. The Garbavoy numbers, and there's a method here for healing the human body. And the CIA agents were apparently taught to use this to deal with pain in their body due to injury during a firefight, things along that lines. That's one of the many, many things that is in these documents. And I was curious if you ever looked at these before.
You know, I'm familiar with the whole MK Ultra stuff and the Monroe Institute and all this stuff that the government has funded. And I think they cut funding, but there's probably, people say there's still all kinds of studies going on that we don't know about. Here's what I think. I know some of it has not been debunked, but like there's an image in there that apparently shows how the universe works, and that ends up being from a book that was published in like 1910 that was just lifted from that, right? So some of it you got to be real careful with, but here's the deal. These guys spent a lot of taxpayer money. There's something there. It may not be what they think it is, and it may not be what the woo-woo people say it is, but they wouldn't have spent the money and continue to spend the money on this kind of research. The Russians did it too, whether it's remote viewing or whether it's healing the body. or whether it's literally, there was a great Y-Files about a program they had that was designed to send children back into the past, and they came back with data that it didn't make sense that a kid would have. So I believe there's something there, but I have no clue if I don't have any evidence that this is the right thing and this is the wrong thing.
Right. So the reason I came up here is to offer some anecdotal evidence. Okay. I wrote the number on the back of my wrist. It's 55515. I don't know if the numerology, the Garbovoy numbers mean anything. I don't even know that this is the correct number because I got it from a social media video. So I don't even know if this is the number CIA agents would use, right? But I have I meditated this morning using this technique. I found it pretty different from my normal meditation. I found it pretty difficult, actually. But I was able to do what they wanted me to do, try to focus my energy and then focus my energy on my chronic pain, which is my knee and my back. And so far today, I've skipped one dose of my pain medications. I took the other two, the 7 a.m. and then the one before the show. But normally I would have a third one during this period of time and a fourth one at night just to get through the back pain. And I'm hoping to get through tonight. And it's I think it's probably, at this point, placebo effect. The chances of me doing this right the first time is minimal.
The chances of it working at all is probably minimal. Because if this is a real thing, we would never have, because this was in 1977, right? Which is, if the government knew about this, why did they even need to operate on Reagan when he was shot, right? I mean...
I don't know that it would have healed his body, but I bet it could have helped with the pain if he knew the methodology.
Yeah, it could have been, but I don't know. I mean, are you willing to get up tomorrow and not take your medicine and see what happens by noon?
That's exactly what I'm building up to do. I'm going to skip the nighttime dose, see if I can sleep without it. If I need to wake up in the morning, hopefully I don't need it then. I'll probably be in a shitload of pain. But if I can wean myself off these medications, I would save a lot of money. I'd really like to do it.
Try fucking everything is what I would say. But all of this stuff I am a agnostic, but I believe very much in. There's a lot of shit. I think I showed you this. Let me see if I still have it.
I've learned so much crazy woo-woo shit that I would love to talk to you about. Did you know First Contact is still slated for 2027? I mean, Open Contact. We're seeing a lot more UFOs. They no longer report on the UFOs. You have to find it yourself, by the way. They no longer talk about it. They've been told not to talk about it, but they're happening still.
Who has been told not to talk about it? The government just released
Murdoch Media, CNN, all these motherfuckers. They're purposely not publishing a lot of things. Did you know the guy that tried to shoot Donald Trump had no silverware in his house? We never talk about this stuff.
He had no silverware?
Had no silverware in his house. What's that say to you? It says to me it was staged.
Wait, that he doesn't have silverware? Why would that mean it's staged?
Why would you? Do you have silverware in your home?
Very little, because I have ADD. So I buy paper plates, plastic forks, plastic spoons, plastic knives.
We had none.
Otherwise,
he had none.
But that doesn't mean. What does that mean?
Yeah, what's it mean? Okay. That's a good question. It's a good question.
Was he a werewolf because he's afraid of silver? I mean, where do you go with that? This I got 4 of these. They publish this every year. This is from the Bigelow Institute of Consciousness Studies, and they publish the winning essays every year. And these are all from doctors and psychiatrists and learned people. And you can, if you write them, they'll send you all 4 books every year for free.
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah. But it's fascinating because these are people that are talking about near-death experiences and their experience as doctors with consciousness. And it really does point to the fact that, in 1,000 years, we're going to know so much more about the stuff like you bring up in the gateway in the MK Ultra stuff, because there is something there.
There is.
What it is, I couldn't tell you yet because we don't know yet, but it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating.
I'm hoping that we understand a little bit more of it in my lifetime. I've told you before, I really study near-death experiences. I really study psychedelic trips. I've watched the comedic versions. I've watched the very serious versions, the heartbreaking versions. I've probably seen 1,000 near-death experience videos at this point. I've probably seen 500 psychedelic trip videos at this point and see what people describe. And it's so fascinating that we always describe the same thing, which leads me to believing that one of two things is true. Either it is the correct answer, the answer they always come back with. It could also just be the way the human mind is wired, that when you introduce these substances or this experience, we always will default to that for some reason.
Right. We were talking about this yesterday. There was a very long Washington Post article a couple days ago about a doctor who studies near-death experiences, and he does end-of-life hospice doctor work. And he was talking about all the similarities, but he's not saying, he says, look, I'm not saying it's spiritual. I'm not saying it's purely in the brain. He says, I don't know what it is, but it's pretty wild that 88% of people, as they are dying, report within a month these deathbed visitations or end-of-life visions. So it may just be part of how we are wired for whatever reason, or it may actually be a gateway via DMT to the next realm. Who knows, man?
It makes me hopeful because the answer that I see as the most common is that we are always in spiritual form. We are projecting ourselves into this physical realm. We project ourselves here to have experiences like pain, like drama, like whatever. We're supposed to learn from this experience to work our way back towards what we are, which is love, and become smarter and wiser and more aware as we get older. And then one guy said today, on a video I watched today, said that the point of it is to have an absence of love and then go back to where there's a bounty of love. And the experience of the transition of being here without it and going there to be back with it is an incredible experience. So you'll always choose to come back. You'll always choose to experience this absence of God so that you can one day rejoin God, and you'll choose to do it over and over and
over.
You
are a believer, Boogie, aren't you? Isn't that wonderful?
I was going to say that's a fun idea. But
you wanted your face shot down, you're in the right place. I'm just saying.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
Right? I would love to think there's more than just nothing. Although obviously nothing doesn't scare me. It is what it is. But
of course not.
I think that is a very what's the word I'm looking for? That is a very it's not myopic, but that's a very humanist view of the situation, which doesn't explain, everything from bugs to deer to dogs that die to the one that makes a little more sense is that consciousness is everywhere and it's in everything, and that it's not about being Boogie going back to the source of love. It's about returning to the Minecraft pieces that make up all the things in the universe. And in that, there is maybe a sense of returning that maintains, but I don't think you maintain it like, I'm Boogie and I'm going to go see my dead grandma. Not that you would want to. I think she was
I mean, it's no, my grandmother was actually a saint, but
who was the one that diddled you?
That was my dad. And then my mom twisted my temples and did the genital mutilation stuff.
Yeah.
But it was but
it was pleasant.
I think you will unzip the Jaffe character, unzip the Josh character, and then go back to being, it's like when you log out of a video game, and the video game, you're the character, you'll log out and you'll go back to being the source, the creation, the God, the thing. And I'm glad that you see that similarity too. I don't know, do you believe it? Or are you just hopeful of it? Or just no idea?
I don't believe in anything, and I believe in everything. I have, the reason is because, physics shows that and this may not be the show for it. Maybe we just do a weekend, or we'll do a Sunday sermon about all this weird shit. But physics shows that we know, well, not just physics, but we know there is so little that we see, that we perceive. And there's a very well-known physicist who says we have evolved what he calls our user interface, our VR headset, which is the way we see the world, to only see the animals, the forces that allow us to survive. But because we only see and experience less than 1% of the physical world, we really have no idea. We could be surrounded by the dead, and they're just like, yeah, we're not dead. We just moved to this other frequency that you guys can't see, but we can see you guys. So that's why I'm agnostic on all this. I don't know, but I'm very open-minded and I'm very curious.
Our ghost hunts have given more anecdotal evidence that this is true. Specifically, our first one. Our audience is obsessed with them for some reason. I didn't even think I was going to do one this weekend, but they sent me to do it anyway. And they shut down my existing IRL to make me go do that. But it is.
I didn't watch it. I know you guys got to stay in a place that was haunted. We did too, and we had no experiences. It was useless. But
well, you got to have the right tools.
We had all the tools.
So mostly what I've experienced was using this ghost app called GhostTube. Then we met a guy who is obsessed with going from place to place. The most compelling experience we had was the first night we went to the Hollywood Cemetery in where were we? Topeka, Kansas. And there was a tombstone that had several lights on it. And we approached it because the ghost app was leading us to it. And we set the ghost app down on it and we had a conversation. And he was answering all of the questions pretty correctly, right? And then would volunteer information for us and ask us questions. And as we answered them, there was a genuine conversation happening, though it's never 100%, right?
Right.
It's a little wonky. But my fiance, God bless her, who's a very spiritual person, also is elevated about half the time with marijuana. She loves to smoke. She said I need to smoke more, bro. I have to live every night. I finally smoke. And it was just like such a release. It's so helpful.
Delightful.
But she said to him, she said, David, turn out that light. And I mean, as quickly as this, David, turn out that light. It went out.
Was the guy's name David on the grave?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I have that ghost tube, and we bought, there's a company called Ghost Stop where we paid for, or Keemstar paid, well, we paid half of it for a bunch of the ghost hunting equipment, and none of it, we rented out the Whaley house, which is supposedly one of the most haunted houses in America. Bunny went, Tech went, they stayed there for hours. There was no one else but them there because we paid to have the whole place shut down for us. Nothing happened. We stayed in a haunted hotel room, but I'm still open-minded. I'm very much looking forward to another ghost hunt. Absolutely.
I'll tell you what the biggest difference was, and I still will go with you to Skinwalker Ranch, to be very clear, as long as Live gets to stream it too.
Waiting for Keemstar.
The biggest difference, I think, from my previous ghost hunting stuff is that Desi's with me, and I do have a belief, especially if you spent time around Desi, if you get to physically know her in the same room. Everyone has a unanimous.
I don't hang out in high schools that much, though.
She's in preschool. I'm a pedophile. She's in preschool. But she, if you get to know her, she unanimously, they say you can feel that energy, that positivity, that love, that kindness, that just innocence that children have. But
it's been nice, Boogie. Nice talking to you, pal.
I think she's the conduit. I'm gonna go get canceled again. Hey, at least I wasn't racist. At least I didn't come in and be racist.
I wish he was.
That bar is really low, Boogie. At least I wasn't racist. It's not that hard. I was watching you, Josh, because I was watching you and I was watching the chat respond to you. And like I said, I like talking to Boogie, but I don't know. I don't follow the world of the LCU, so I don't know, like, do you guys have an issue or something?
Everyone hates Boogie. He's exhausting. I don't know what it is, right? Because here's the thing with Boogie. Now, this is an interesting conversation. With Boogie, when you grow up and you watch him on YouTube, he did his videos. No one else had done it before. So when he talked, you listened. Yeah. Now when he talks, I just want to die. Okay. When he talks at length, I really want to die. And I don't mean in Minecraft. I will never say that because I really do get that feeling when he talks at length. I'm sorry, but I do,
think
Boogie.
I'm into what we were talking about. So does he?
Well,
is
I'm
it
not,
the
because we talked about
matter?
that yesterday.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is it the subject matter or is it the way he delivers it?
Two things. It's the way he delivers it. And we talked about it yesterday. Well, it was a bit different like this time, but it's also Boogie. I mean, look, I don't know what it is with Boogie. I just hate when he. Listen, I've been through a lot of traumatic experiences with Boogie over this couple of years that I've been, serving this great community, from moderator to host to community manager, and he tires me the fuck out. I don't know what it is. It's just he's exhausting.
I can appreciate that. Like I said, I enjoy the conversation. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Here he is again.
I haven't even begun to traumatize you, Josh. I will come to your house and cook fish in your microwave. I will clog your toilets, motherfucker, and I won't flush.
Will you drink the toilet water? Because you did that last time.
No! I'll make you drink.
Speaking of Boogie coming to your house,
Boogie at his best, right there. You see that screaming?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's Boogie at his best. I think the guy is actually. Whenever I talk to Boogie, like, because I don't do the drama shit, right? So I'm either going to have a conversation with the guy, or I'm not going to be in the same room because I'm like, I don't care about the drama stuff.
I like him. Now, don't get me wrong. I like him when we are completely off stream, and we are not around any public eyes whatsoever, and that we're just talking one-on-one, or like there's a few of us talking to each other and it's very small, because that is when Boogie is at his best. It's when he's a nice guy, he's a pure soul, he's a good conversation. But there's something about when you get Boogie in a room, when he knows there's eyes on him. Doesn't matter what he's talking about, how serious it is, how great it is. It's just exhausting to me.
That's fair. I haven't spent much time with him. All right. Well, I only bring it up because he says he's going to come to your house and clog up your toilet. The largest human poop ever recorded is from a Viking, naturally. Found in York, found in York, England, 1972, 20 centimeters long. Here is a fossilized piece of poop, the biggest piece of poop.
That might be an error. That might be mine.
So I don't know. I don't know if Boogie could compete with this one, though. So
I think I can. Let me see it. But only because... And I'll explain why, and you'll love the reason. You'll love the reason.
Hillbilly Steve, though, says Boogie saw Josh in his white hood and thought he had a friend.
Exactly. That's why he came on our fucking show.
Yeah, I understand. Jesus.
Yeah.
There's the poop. It's on the screen.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
I can't see it. Oh, wait, no, that's my fault. Hold on. You know, I set myself off earlier. Right, here we go.
Okay. It's a fossilized turd.
Okay. I was close. And let me tell you why. When a British man travels to the United States of America, where the food is vastly horrendous, it is full of chemicals that will drive your body crazy, because all that shit is banned over here. In American McDonald's fries, there are like 27 fucking ingredients. In British fries, there are 4.
No, it's horrible. You're right. You're right.
So when I'm in the US, I produce the largest shit you would ever possibly imagine. And the first time I ever produced one in Florida, I was gobsmacked. Not because I ate it, not because it came near my mouth, but because I couldn't believe it was that big and bending around the whole bowl. So it was probably longer than that, but not as fat.
Well, and also in the chat, Chilled Milk says that's also dehydrated. It's double the size when wet. So they're probably taking into account the, the wetness, the moistness of the fecal paste is what I would assume. Oprah did a show once and she explained the perfect shape of a poo. She says, if you poo in this shape, you're healthy. If you rarely poo in this shape, you probably want to get it checked out. Well, guess, what do you think?
It's a U.
No, it is a letter from the alphabet, though.
An I?
An S. If it comes out, it means
that is not true. No one's ever done an S shit.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
All right, if you've done an S shit, put a 1 in chat. I need to know right now. And don't fucking lie to us, chat, because I'll know. I'll know which one of you is lying.
The healthiest shape of your poo is a long, smooth cylinder described as a sausage or snake-like, soft, easy to pass. Yeah, but is it?
Hey, Danny's talking out of his ass. I know that for a fact. I'm not just talking shit.
The healthiest is not S. Ideally, it should be smooth, soft, sausage-like. So Oprah's a goddamn liar.
Soft? Oprah's a goddamn I don't like soft. Don't you love those shits that you do, Jaffe? Don't these ones give you pure joy? Not the ones that like feel really sharp occasionally and like feel like they're gonna fucking kill you, but the occasional shits that you'll have where it just comes right out and then you wipe and you're like, not a fucking single bit of mess there, but you continue to wipe anyway because you're a clean old guy and you like to remain
No,
refreshed.
we have bidets here. We have bidets.
Well, same shit. Same shit. And like, well, I guess you don't get the satisfaction of having a clean ass after a shit with a bidet because you don't check.
But I do get the satisfaction of knowing that I'm not walking around having put paper on my butthole. I just no.
Wipes are better. Wipes are better.
Yeah, it's heathen behavior.
Flushable
But anyway,
wipes.
yeah. So Oprah's a goddamn liar. Fuck her. That's what I would say. Fuck her.
Yeah, she's bad for a lot of reasons. Now, some say Keemstar is the Oprah of the LCU.
Sure he is. All the housewives love to watch Keemstar. Some of them do.
No, you're actually damn right. They do.
Yeah.
You're actually damn right about that. If you're a housewife that loves Keemstar, give us a 3 in the chat.
Speaking of housewives, I thought this was AI.
Looks like it, huh?
But it's not. This was in 1970s. It was a bed. The circle bed surrounds you in luxury and places the world of entertainment at your fingertips.
Oh my God.
You've got a little sexy bed in there. You got a black and white TV. You got your alcohol bar.
You got an audio mixer or something?
Stereo and a mixer. I mean, come on now.
Okay, they don't make cool shit like this anymore. Okay,
because probably nobody bought it.
Now they make those stupid gaming chairs where it's like the chair and then the screen comes over the top and it's like all one piece.
Yeah.
Gay, lame, homosexual, gay. What we need here is super sexy circular beds that have gadgets popping out the sides.
The problem is, like, this is one. But think about it though. Here's the reason this probably didn't work is that this was. In the pose that these two humans are in, it looks nice, right? I don't know what they're looking at.
Oh, you think we're being sold on the way they're posed and everything?
Well, because imagine how uncomfortable it would be to watch TV or to sit up and drink, or it's not like, you're gonna get crumbs everywhere. You're gonna spill the alcohol. Yeah, it's probably not a very functional thing, is what I would say. That's my issue. That's my issue.
Okay. Magazines, I guess.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the bed and all around it, see what there is. There's an ashtray, which, by the way, smoking is disgusting. And I'm glad they banned that shit in 2007 in the UK, in hospitals as well, because it used to be legal in hospitals.
They banned it where in the UK? Everywhere?
Yeah, 2007.
But you can do it in your house, obviously.
In your house, on the street, outside, in smoking areas, but nowhere else.
Inside. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Here's what I do know, folks. I know that this show runs on your beautiful, beautiful donations, your super chats, your gifted memberships, your super thanks. Even if the show's over, you can give us a super thanks. It allows us to know that not only do you appreciate the fine program that we beam into your brain pan every day, Monday through Friday, but it allows Josh and I to buy the kind of pornography, because we buy our pornography.
We do.
We pay for it.
We don't do freebies.
Yes. And it is, not only is it expensive, but every day you discover new porn. Like, I may have to go out now and hire an escort with a leash, because I'm like,
you may have
never
to.
thought of that. Never thought of that.
That's the thing about porn, is curiosity constantly comes around the corner and gives you new ideas, and then you see these crazy things and you're like, oh, I want to try that, and you just want to try it just because you want to try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I know exactly what you mean.
So it gets expensive.
Exactly what you mean.
It gets very expensive.
It's
so
costly.
come on, guys, get us out of the gutter here. More this time, fucking hell, they're killing us over here. They hate us. They want us to die.
Yeah, fuck them. Do you remember the other day we did a story about the guy who took his 2 girls to the women's bathroom?
Yes, I do remember that.
Well, there's an update on this story. The guy that was upset with him, that was angry at him, it turns out that the place he worked was not a fan of his behavior. A man has been fired after confronting and calling police on a dad who took his 2 daughters to a women's restroom. Tyler Brodsky says he didn't want to take them into a bathroom full of grown men in dirty stalls. Overstreet Property says the man is no longer associated with the company. So not this guy, but this guy in the background, right? And good.
Yeah. Well, the shamelessness of what he did is fucking staggering. Like, in fact, he has zero shame for what he did. I bet he was proud. I bet he never thought any different when he saw all the comments online. Because let's be honest, he definitely saw the backlash online. It became quite a popular story in the end. And his job obviously found out, and everyone knows what a massive piece of shit he is. And he's probably like, "Oh, I'm still innocent. You know, I've lost my job. Fuck this guy."
It's one of those cases where you have to wonder if he's not. Because there is I don't know what I think it's Shakespeare or whatever, but where the quote is something like, "Thou doth protest too much." Like almost every time when you have somebody raising a stink to this level that seems a little off, they're projecting and it's their own weird shit. I'm like, if you saw the video, which we saw, the dad was not in there peeping on women. There probably wasn't anybody in there because it wasn't like a big bathroom. It was a bathroom in a convenience store. He was coming in there to make his kids feel okay. They had to go to the bathroom, and that was all it was.
Do you think he deserves to lose his job over it? Do you think that's a fair thing? Because that's what a lot of companies do these days, right? Like, there was the documentary The Crash, which, is about Miss Sharilla who killed her boyfriend and her friend in a car crash.
Everybody says I need to watch that. They say it's great.
You should watch it. It is a good little documentary. It doesn't give you all the info. There's definitely more out there. But her dad was fired for basically saying he doesn't mind like teenagers smoking weed and stuff because he works at a Catholic school. So he was fired just for being in that, right? And a lot of employers just fire for fucking everything, right? And do you think that's a fair firing? And also, this is a fair firing in both cases?
Okay, well, fair is the weird word here, right? Do I think that okay, let's put legal aside because different states have different. And certainly different countries have different, standards of what, how much you have to document this, that, and the other. But in the case, I think firing someone for being an asshole or being a real pain on their own time, unless part of them being able to do their job well is public facing, I think that's a little lame. As much as I obviously think that guy's a piece of shit, I'm like, people get to be pieces of shit. I don't like it. I don't like what he did. And if he shows up to work and he treats people that way, it's different. There is a little bit of a problem now where you have the digital pitchfork and torch brigade that will discover where this guy works. And even though this guy may just work in the back as a fucking, data entry guy or whatever, they could argue that, yes, but him even being on the payroll hurts our business. And there is, unfortunately, there's truth to that, but I blame the digital pitchfork people. It's like, look, the guy fucked up. He's a piece of shit. We all know it. But, I'm sure lots of people are pieces of shit. Lots of things I've done, people would probably say that's no bueno. Not like this, of course, but it's this idea that everybody's got to be perfect and everybody's got to be, you got to fall in line with it's very fascist is what I would say. And that I'm opposed to. But of course, I don't like his behavior. Of course not.
Do you think the hate mob goes as far? Like, let's say with this toilet guy, for example, right? Do you think they would go as far? And do you think he's receiving like letters at his door? Like random things come into his house. Do you think it's gone that far? Sure. Do you reckon?
For some people, some people, you can't apply logic to all those decisions some of these mob people do. Like I was involved recently with somebody who was accused of really bad stuff, but I kept asking them for proof. I kept saying, hey, what you're accusing this person of is terrible. If you have evidence, let's go to the cops. I can tell you who to go to. And they just, and it was clear they didn't really have any evidence that was usable.
A lot of that these days.
Right. And so in that case, I'm kind of like, do I think people like that may be going after this guy? Yeah, probably. But that's just, you can't fix crazy, right? Maybe you can with medicine, but some people are just, they just want to, it's how they define themselves. They really, I think, have convinced themselves that they're doing something noble. But the real noble thing is in my opinion, is to go, we live in a free country. And that means we have to accept that there are going to be some things that we don't like. Because otherwise, what happens when somebody comes along and wants to cancel you because of something that you like, but they don't?
You know,
that's a bigger problem.
This is the one stark difference that I truly love about the UK compared to the US. When you're in the US, right, and you go to a restaurant, the customer service is out the arse. They will lay down their life for you for that tip. They will smile. They will butter you up. They will kiss you on the cheek. They will love you. They will take all the photos in the world of you and your family. They will do anything for you for that tip. In the UK, and I'm saying this does translate to the streets as well. Americans are a lot friendlier on the streets when you walk in a store. Hey, how can I help you? Very annoying, by the way, for a British person. As a British person, we walk around and people are very... Don't fucking talk to me. I ain't fucking interested. And when you have a waiter at a restaurant, unless you're paying a lot of fucking money and going to a really, really high-end place, and I mean above $300, like for two people, you ain't getting great service. You are getting honest service. You are getting, hey, you're all right? What's your order? Nice. Drinks? Here we go. You know, they won't come back and check on you as much. They leave you alone. And if to get the bill in the UK is impossible, you have to fucking be like, oi! I need the fucking bill, you know. And in the US, it's like they're just on it. They're just like, fucking, here we go, lad. Here's the bill.
Again, it's like very. But, you know, here's my question: in the UK, do you tip in the UK or no?
No, we don't.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about like just that as well as regular outside socializing as well.
Okay. I because I'm a one trick pony. I always go back to capitalism, right? In America, these waiters don't make a living wage, and they do everything and anything for a tip. And so they are financially incentivized to give you that service. And I think I think tipping is great, but I don't think that they shouldn't be able to make a living wage. I think that's on the employee. Whereas in the UK, your healthcare is covered for the most part, and you don't have to. I assume that the waiters make enough money that they can survive.
Are paid at least the minimum wage. You know,
right. And so in that, you know, you don't have the same motivation, which is fine. Like I said, I think you're right. If you go to a real fancy restaurant in the UK, my understanding is everybody's paid a lot more because the part of the experience are the performance of the waiter.
Very true.
And the knowledge of the wine sommelier or whatever. You know, that's kind of comes with the territory.
Knows every pairing. Well, let's go outside of the restaurant. In the streets, you know, you almost avoid any kind of social situation. Okay, so the internet killed socialization for a lot of teenagers in the US, and they're not talking to people as much, yada yada. Well, in the UK, we've never really talked to each other. There is a constant avoidance. You know, don't fucking get in my way, motherfucker. I've got stuff to do. I will just deal with my own shit and live within myself and live my life. And everyone else is just a passerby. And occasionally, you know, you might have an experience where you interact with other humans. It does happen, but it happens so very little compared to in the US, where people are like, hey, how are you doing? And I feel like it's very almost fake, though, because they don't give a fuck how you're doing. They don't know who the fuck you are.
No,
but I feel like the UK is very upfront. It's like, you're right. You're all right.
Yeah. I don't go to a restaurant. I mean, if it's a fancy restaurant, maybe, but I don't go to a normal restaurant and expect to be friends with the waiter. It's you know, there are some waiters that are just gregarious. Like I have a friend who's a waiter at a very famous deli in Los Angeles, and he just loves people. That's his he's had all kinds of jobs. That's his favorite job because he likes talking to people, right? So it's just a good fit for some people, but I don't need it. It's nice when it's somebody interesting, but I certainly don't go to a restaurant expecting it.
We do need to set a goal for tomorrow because let's be honest, people fucking hate us. And
tomorrow, by the way, we're watching a movie. We're watching a movie tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna watch a motion picture in the VC around 8:00 tomorrow night, California time. And there's a couple of good things coming out, but we'll talk about it tomorrow. But yeah.
Yeet for $5 says, member goal for tomorrow. You both switch accents. Jaffe talks with a British accent, and Josh has to speak like an American. He's had experience.
I can easily. I'll give you a sample. Can you do an American accent? I can do an British one. It's not very good.
Wait, hold on. I've got like a blockage. Hold on.
All right. Hello, mate. It's good to see you. I like
hey there,
being
what's
here.
up? I was just talking to Jimmy the other day, and Jimmy tells me, dude, your shit's gonna be late. You need to talk to Sam and get that shit done. Otherwise, you're totally fucked.
Sam's a proper wanker. Let me tell you something about Sam. He comes in every day. he's goddamn sloshed like a motherfucker. And I'm like, Sam, look, you cannot do that here. It's going to be a real problem, mate.
Not bad. Not bad, but you know what I find with Americans? They do English accents. They always do this sort of thing. And I can do the perfect American attempting to do a British accent. And this is what you will hear 99% of the time. And yes, I'm talking to all you fuckers at home. Hello, I'm an American doing a British accent. How are you doing, governor? All right. What a butto. That is how every motherfucker sounds when you get them to do an English accent over there. Believe me, Jaffe, after living there for such a long time, you get a lot of people who think they're talented at some stage, and they pull out the English accent and say, well, I can do one. And you hear that.
God, no.
Miserable.
I think the thing
but that was pretty good.
No,
You're pretty talented, actually, for real.
Well, it's not about talent, especially where I came up, in Surrey. I don't understand why it's talent.
Wait, what?
Surrey. Isn't Surrey a place over there? I don't know.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry. I thought you said it's where I came from, Syria.
Vertucci, thank you, buddy. We appreciate it for the laughing disco ball. Thanks, pal. That is the show, I think, Joshua.
Yes, it is, Jaffe. And, know... Wait, do you guys have the word Jaffe over there?
No, I know what Jaffa cakes are, and I know what jammy Dodgers are.
You don't know what a Jaffa is?
Use them. No,
it's a slang term in the UK, but it's very common, or it used to be very common. There's
something called Jaffe cakes or Jaffa cakes.
Okay, Jaffa cakes are fucking delicious. If you haven't had them, I'll send you some. But this is more important. Do you know what a Jaffa is? Because it's so close to your name. It's one letter difference. A Jaffa, Jaffe, is a man who cannot produce kids. A Jaffa.
Like he's a movie producer and he can't make movies like The Goonies?
No, he can't produce kids.
Right, but if it was I know, but could he produce a movie with adults?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's weird they have a term for it. I'm sure there's lots of producers.
Well, I mean, have kids, and you know what I fucking mean. Don't you dare try and twist this into something else.
You're a common British whore, is what you are. And I'm going to go with my friend Dick Van Dyke. You see?
You coming, swamp toad?
Thank you, Naomi. Appreciate it, pal. Thank you for the KES.
I don't know what that is. I did it earlier.
But thank you, bud. We appreciate. What is KES? What world is that? What country is that?
What's
Naomi dropped us.
What's the letters?
KES. KES.
KES. That's Swedish. No. Wait, no. KES is not. No, that would be KNR. Whatever. Fucking. That's Kenyan or something.
Wherever you're from, pal. Thank you so much for supporting the show. We appreciate it. Kenya says Naomi.
Is that right?
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, she says it's from Kenya. That's amazing. We got people watching in Kenya. How cool is that?
All right, guys. We're much. We're going into Alpha's time, but I mean, come on now.
Look at what 123 wrote in the chat.
I love 123. Oh my god!
You are over.
This is why
1 minute over.
This is why 123 is my favorite chat. Look, it doesn't matter what's happening on screen. It's always the best comment.
It's always a problem. It's always something.
Everything's bad. Everything's shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, goodbye, guys. It's been a lovely day on Lockout Crypt, and we'll see you tomorrow. Any last words, Jaffe?
Nope.
All right, guys. Cheerio.
I got that. I got the little jab there.
You didn't. You got kids. You're fine. All right. See you later. Off you go.